Hi, this is Spring Level 1, Week 7 and 8 lesson plans. First, we have our vault stations. Our first station will be a running drill. The students will be pushing the block with straight arms, pushing through their legs as fast as they can, turning around, pushing it back to their partner. Our next station will be working on our vault. So they'll do their run, proper hurdle to the springboard, jump, hands, feet, stand, and then if they're ready, they'll do their handstand flat back. Our next station will be a strength and cardio station. They'll be working on box jumps up onto a height appropriate block, jumping down to their safety stop, trying to do 3 to 5 in a row. Our last station will be a heel drive station. The students will lay on the mailbox in a tight arch with straight arms, straight legs, feet together, and then reach for the floor and heel drive as high as they can, trying to get to a handstand. Floor stations. Our first station will be straddle rolling across the panel mat, working on keeping our legs straight in our straddle and using both hands to push and stand. Our next station will be a back bend drill. Students will start on their knees in front of the block, holding a sponge above their head. Then they'll look back and reach, trying to place the sponge on the block and come back up with their arms by their ears. Next, we'll be working on our cartwheel, picking our hands up faster. Students will start in a lunge on the panel mat, reach to the end, and cartwheel landing on the floor, land in their lunge facing the block. Our last station will be working on our broken leg kick to the wall, hands on the floor, trying to touch one foot and come back down into our lunge, arms by our ears. Bar stations. Our first station, the students will be working on their 3 tuck swings, keeping their knees to their chest and their back rounded, using a sponge to help if needed. Our next station, students will be doing their jump to front support and then either doing their forward roll to a chin up, or if they're ready, starting to learn a birdie perch. Next, on the high bar, students will be doing their monkey crawl, trying to keep good form, legs straight, and walking all the way down, landing in the safety stop. Our last station will be a crash drill. The students will birdie perch or squat on up onto the bar and then roll and fall safely. Beam stations. Our first station will be complex with a coach. The students will start with their proper mount to stand, and then they'll be working on their different walks across the beam, starting with their forward, passe, step kicks, releve, backwards and sideways. Our next station on the side beam, the students will be working on independent dismounts off the beam. So they can start with their jump and stick off the beam to their safety stop. And then if they're ready, they can try their round off dismount by themselves. On the low beam, the students will be doing a pike handstand. They'll put butterfly hands on the beam, toes up on the block, and hips up high, holding their half handstand for 10 seconds. Our last station on the SA beam, the students will be working on side handstands. They'll put their hands on the beam side by side, then walk their feet up the wall to a handstand with feet together, count to 10.